Welcome to the end of the first week of the mini-semester. I hope that you've been able to follow along with the guidelines, what we're asking you to do. On the screen you should be able to see the web page. The home page here is what you will be looking at. On that one it shows you the details. You can click here to go to each of the modules, or you can also simply go over to modules and click here, and that will take you to a page that will show you each of these as well. You hopefully have already gone through the Start Here module with the details that are offered here. In the Start Here module you will find a welcome, a course orientation, just general overall information and details. From there you will then go on into, it skipped ahead here. You'll then go into the Q&A discussion. Really doesn't have anything in it, but hopefully you've already gone through Chapter 1. And Chapter 2 and Chapter 3 for this week. Again, under the Start Here module, when you look at this part, you will see assignment instructions, and it will tell you how to approach your assignments, what you need to do, how these need to be handled, where you will find each of these. Move this down. The essay assignments are listed also. You have chapter quizzes and exams. The first exam will cover chapters 1 through 5, will be scheduled to open next week. The essay assignments are listed here. This is how your essay should look, with a header with your name, Humanities 1301, the date, and then chapter 1, and in this case will be chapter 3 essay. You do not put these headings here. I just put them so you'll know what we're looking at. You will double space your essay. It should be at least 200 words. You to use 10 to 12 point font. You are to follow the essay tab that's listed under the different modules. In your case, it will be module 3. The essay will be part of this. You are not to use outside sources. Rely only on your textbook and details that are offered within the module. And then you'll see how to do your citations, and then there's your works cited page. If we go back up here to the modules, you will see that the different assignments are listed. When you click there, it will close. Give it just a moment, it will. It takes just a little bit of time for everything to catch up. There we go. Your first writing assignment is Chapter 3 essay. And so you'll look here, and you'll see, you won't see the Chapter 3 reading quiz, so do not worry about that one. But here's the Chapter 3 essay. And you'll see that you're asked to take information that's written about Roman culture in Chapter 3 and compare that to the details you read about in Chapter 2, especially in regard to the architecture, the art, the literature, and also the political structure that's involved with both these cultures. You will click here to load your essay. And so you simply click on that bar, and it will take you to turn it in. If I click on here, we'll see that somebody's already submitted it. And it will take you to where you will get to upload your essay. So you'll type your essay. You'll see an assignment box where you're asked to do that. So you'll be able to take this topic, type up your response into a Word document, save it to your computer, and then when you click on that bar, and I have to refresh it because it will disappear on me once I click on it. Once you click on that bar, you'll be asked to upload to submit your essay. Just click here. So that'll be for Chapter 3. So far for this week, you should have read through Chapters 1, 2, and 3. There's a reading quiz on Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. I encourage you, when you're taking the reading quizzes, use your textbook. You're perfectly free to do so. I want you to read the textbook. I want you to be familiar with the textbook. I want you to use that textbook. And so hopefully you will have done so and take those reading quizzes. Again, we'll close that again with the different chapters. The reading quiz for Chapter 1 covers details about the main points and the details. If by some chance you have not had an opportunity to receive your textbook yet, if you ordered it online or expecting to come in or you haven't picked one up, for each of the chapters you will always see a review where I cover main points and details. You will also see a PowerPoint that's provided by the textbook publisher. And if you click on that PowerPoint, it will appear. You can download it by clicking on the blue link there, or it will eventually show up. It just takes a while for it to open here. It's just a little slow, but the PowerPoints will try to cover as much information as possible within the chapter. It will cover every image that's in the chapter, and we'll discuss some of the key or pertinent points that are made within the chapter. Again, it takes a while for this to load. It is a little slow at times, so just bear with it as it's trying to load this here. Sometimes it is easier just to go ahead and just download the PowerPoint itself. It will load faster. Canvas and PowerPoint sometimes get a little difficult, but if you click on the PowerPoint, it will eventually open. And we'll download. Again, that's what this is blue spinning is trying to show. So you can view the downloads as well. Or you can also download it. If you'll see down here, I have it where it's downloaded. And you can open that up as well. When you go through the chapters, pay attention to the headings that they offer. Pay attention to each of the key terms that are going to be highlighted for you, that are going to be offered for you. For instance, in chapter 2, if I can get this to work, please, thank you. In chapter 2, when it's opened, I have for you under reading review, as this is going to open. Again, can be a little slow at times opening. But I have for you as a document that you can download. I'm going to move this up, I hope. Yeah. And it will download. It takes a little while. I apologize for that. But it does take a while. Sometimes when you have internet, it takes a little lower. And I have keywords, key terms for you, the aspects. I'll put some questions in just for you to be thinking about as you read. Key points for you to think of. Again, details that offer information about the textbook, and just some other information that will prove beneficial to you. And so that's what each of the chapters will have. Each of the reading reviews will cover terms, it will cover details, it will cover key points that you need to make sure that you've understood and pay attention to. The semester, this mini-semester is going to be very fast. It's very equivalent to a summer course. We have 5 weeks approximately to finish out this. We go till January 10th according to the schedule, which means that we have just a little less than 4 weeks to finish out the course. So that's why everything moves so quickly. As I noted for you down here, you will see that you have the exams. Exam 1 will be opening actually it will be opening this next week and must be completed by the 23rd. Exam 2 is to be completed by the January 4th. And I have the file with January 9th so that grades can be reported by the 10th. The critical review is not yet detailed for you as yet. I will be posting that tomorrow, so you'll know your details on that one. It will be concerning some of the videos that are available for you to watch within the different modules. For instance, one of the key points I'll ask you to look at, if you wish to, will be the Yale series that has a lecture. It is a lengthy series. In fact, there are 24 different ones. Covers very key points. If you will click on this link, and I was trying to make sure all the links were working this past week, which delayed me getting the video here recorded. But the links do work. It may take a little while for your computer to call it up. But there are the Yale University courses. There are 24 units, and what you do, you click here under sessions, and there are the different sessions. And each one's about an hour long, so you will not watch all of these if you want to do this for your project. But I'll ask you to look at some pairings. For instance, The Rise of Athens is covered in 2 lectures. The Athenian Democracy is in 2 lectures. The Twilight of the Polis is in 2 lectures. So these would be some that you could look at, where you can look at the Rise of the Polis, for instance, lectures 4 and 5, and then look at lectures 23 and 24, and compare the details offered in those lectures to what you have read about in your textbook. And as I said, I will have the details for the critical review all listed out for you by tomorrow afternoon, I hope, unless something interferes. But you have a series of these videos that are available for you, and I thought for the critical review this time, we would have you be able to use something along those lines, and that way you won't have to worry about trying to find any other information. I will be trying to continue with the recordings, keeping them brief for you at times. This is not a very long one. I do have pre-recorded lectures for you from previous semesters, where you have an opportunity to listen to comments I made to a face-to-face class. If you do have any questions, if you have any concerns or issues, please let me know. Email me. I'll be checking that. The offices are all closed during this time, so it's very difficult to get a hold of me. The office phone number, of course, I will not be in my office as the office is closed, but you can contact me by email, and I will be checking it. Please make sure that everything is taken care of. I've tried to send a couple of emails and announcements that are available for you. So please make sure you're watching all those and staying up with the assignments. Again, if you have any other questions or issues, just please let me know by email. Again, I'm looking forward to a very good, but I know it's very fast, mini-semester. Talk to you again soon.